up here.
Yeah. So Jonah and I we matched on Hinge in August of 2019, and we went on an extravagant, incredibly fun bachelor style first date that he planned. And we definitely hit it off really well, and we're both super into each other. And we went on a bunch of dates. And what Jonah didn't know was at the time I had recently gotten out of a relationship. And he was like my first attempt at putting myself back into the dating world. I was like, okay, I guess I'll download a dating app. Okay, I guess I'll try going on a date with someone. And he was the chosen one. And what I realized was I was not at all ready to be dating. So I really liked him. And Jonah, I'll let you take it from here.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we basically Ilana texted me saying that she just kind of wanted to be like friends because she just got out of a serious relationship. Long gray text. This is all documented, well documented. Quick shout out to all the listeners. If you do want to see this text, it is well documented on our Instagram feed. There's a screenshot and a video sort of about this whole thing. But yeah, she sent me this text, and then I was just like, okay, like I guess I believed her because she was telling the truth. She was like, I just got something serious, and I was like, okay. And yeah, then time went on, and Ilana was in a position where she could greenlight possibly a podcast for Hinge. And we thought we'd make a good co-host for that. Two exes talking about dating is an interesting premise, and that's kind of how it was born. And that sort of rekindled our relationship and friendship. Eventually, we spun off and turned into Seeing Other People, which has been a lot more fun because we kind of have more control over everything. And here we are now, good friends, both, making a podcast happen and talking over Zoom.
And the backstory that I always love to include that we sometimes forget is that prior to us matching on Hinge, Jonah had DM'd me
Correct.
almost a year earlier,
Correct.
slid into my DMs asking to get coffee,
Yes.
though he lived on the opposite side of the country.
Truth.
And we also were connected via email
Mhm.
to work together. And I ignored both things
No.
unintentionally. And then he always says he was very surprised at first when I like matched back with him and like started talking to him because I had
Rejected
previously
him
ignored him
twice.
I was unintentionally, unknowingly playing very hard to get.
Wow, I didn't know that. I always thought, I don't know why, and I think a lot of people thought that it was the other way around. Like Jonah sent the text to Ilana, and I don't know why people think that. I don't know why.
Probably because I make a lot of content about getting ghosted and getting my heart broken, so everyone just assumes that I've never actually rejected somebody in my life.
Yeah, probably maybe because of that. And the first episode you guys recorded of Dating Sucks, was it awkward? Was it weird? Was it okay? Did you have like prep for it, or were you already like?
We did it in a studio, interestingly enough, and the rest of the show was recorded over Zoom. It definitely took some getting used to. I had a previous podcast with my sister, so there was like a very organic flow to like talking with my sister, my sibling, who I've been friends with since we were babies.
Yeah.
And I think for Alana and I, when we first started, it was like, okay, what's this look like in terms of how we're going to talk and whatnot. And I think Alana, if you remember, you would kind of say like, let's cut that, or let's pause and reset. And I was like, just no, like we let it flow. Like,
Yeah. That was a tragic disaster.
it was difficult. I'm not glad I was annoying. And I was like,
I know.
I was like, and we're still trying to improve. I mean, like literally, this goes out to people who are listening who are starting their own podcast. Like, we're both very big on feedback, and to a certain extent, people don't know usually what they're talking about. But if you hear a consistent note consistently, and if you get a note consistently, it's worth examining what is the real note behind that, and that goes to everything that you do as a creative. It's like, what is that really saying about how you can execute that in your everyday life? Because we're all trying to improve.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. And so you, Ilana, were working at Hinge, and then when you ended like your contract, or I don't know what exactly happened, the podcast basically kind of ended. Because I found you guys through Seeing Other People, and then everyone was talking about Dating Sucks, and there's nothing on Dating Sucks, and I was like, what the hell is Dating Sucks? Like, can someone please let me know?
So that's so interesting. I'm really curious. How did you find seeing other people?
I listened to you on Bitch Work podcast on a comparison episode that you did, and I loved that
Mhm.
episode. And I was like, wow, she has a podcast. And then I searched for your podcast, and you had like 2, 3, 4 episodes maybe at the
Oh,
time.
nice.
And
Mhm.
Early
yeah,
on, yeah.
Got it.
that was
Love
kind of the
that.
story. But everyone was talking about dating sucks and all of that, and I was like, what is dating sucks? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You look for the Instagram, and it's down, and everything is kind of down. Were you sad that kind of everything is kind of deleted, or you were happy to kind of start over again, back from zero?
Both. I mean, we were very happy to start fresh and be able to have full creative control, but it is really sad like that the episodes did come down. It's funny, I'm wearing
Yeah.
my dating stuff sweatshirt right now.
It's a great
But no,
sweatshirt.
it's sad because we did put so much work and so much heart into the season of Dating Sucks. And I think the biggest thing that's such a shame is that those episodes really help people.
Mm.
And people will reach out to us saying, like, hey, like the episode with like about anxiety, I really enjoyed listening to it. I have a friend who like needs to hear it. Can you send it to us? And it's like, unfortunately, we can't.
Mm.
So for that reason, it's definitely sad that it's all gone, but we're hoping that with seeing other people, we can kind of rebuild and improve on everything and still provide all of that help just with new episodes and with new guests and all that, which is why like Jonah and I are releasing 3 episodes a week right now just because there's
I
so
know.
much we want to cover
It's
and there's so much
insane.
that people
Yeah.
need to hear.
It's insane. It's like Taylor's version of the new album.
It is like
You're
Taylor's version.
re-recording.
That's a really good comparison.
Yeah.
That's a really
So true.
You're re-recording. I would love to hear an episode on anxiety though. Like, I suffer from anxiety, and that would be really cool to listen to. Like, I don't know. I think it plays a role in every single part of your life, especially dating. So that would be really cool to
Mhm.
listen. But yeah, you should re-record the episodes. Taylor's version. I
That's a good
totally
idea.
agree with that.
That's a
I kind of
Yeah.
love that.
that's a really
Yeah.
good idea.